warning. There's gonna be a lot of screaming, a lot of squealing, and a lot of me just being shook. I'm shook. I'm still shook. What's up guys, and welcome back to the PJK. But as you can tell, it's just me, Kayla, in my little corner. Haven't been here in a while, but I'm also joined here with Paul. Say hi, Paul.
Hello, Paul.
So yeah, today we're gonna be in my little corner for a little story time. So hopefully you can tell by the title that I'll be talking about how I met 5 seconds of summer. Yup, how I met them in person. I touched them, hugged them, talked to them, yup, everything. The whole 9 yards. I'm shook. So yeah, the last time I was here was what, 2.5 years ago, talking about how 5 Sauce retweeted me. And now I've upgraded to how I met 5 Sauce. Woo! So I'll try to keep this story time as short as possible, even though it won't be at all. So sit down, grab a snack, some popcorn, and enjoy the story on how I met 5 Seconds of Summer. Okay, so first I'm gonna talk about how I decided to go and meet them in the first place. So I was scrolling through Twitter, and this was the day before Youngblood, the album, was gonna come out. So I decided that I was like, they're gonna be in New York, because I found out they were gonna have a concert in New York. So I was like, why don't I just go to New York and just try and find them? So I texted my friend Cindy, who ended up coming with me, to go to New York and try and find 5 Sauce to meet them. So I did some more digging, and I found out that they were gonna be on Z100 on the Elvis Duran in the Morning show at 7:40 a.m. on Friday, June 15th. So I texted Sydney all the details. We gotta wake up super duper early to go on the train because we are from New Jersey, so we had to take the PATH train to New York into the city. So I texted her, we gotta wake up really early, and that was the plan. But good thing the Z100 building was actually in an area that like I knew, because I always went there with Paul, and it's near his college. And you know, Google Maps is a thing, so that's what we use. So it was easy to get there. Anyways, so it's Friday. I wake up at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. because you know I had to beat my face. I had to look cute, you know. And we were trying to leave around 6:20, 6:30 to go to New York. So Cindy ends up coming to my house at around 5:30 in the morning, and we leave around 6:15 to go to the PATH train. My dad brings us, we get on the train, we get on the World Trade Center train, and we go to the World Trade Center. So we get off the train, we get to New York around like 7 o'clock, and we still have to walk all the way to the Z100 building, which is like a 20-minute walk. So we walk, we practically ran, but you know, we get there and we see like a group of like not even 10 girls. And we're like, okay, this is probably the place, because one of them was wearing a 5 Sauce shirt. So we're like, okay, this is it. So we get there around 7:30, and they're not there yet. But at around almost 7:40, we see 2 black SUVs drive down this one street. So then we go follow them. We walk over to where they're gonna go park. And we're at this little garage door type of thing. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a garage, small little garage. So we're standing outside of the garage door, and it's open. And one of the SUVs goes inside. And my friend Cindy was like, oh my god, what if they go through the front? Like, what if this is like a distraction or whatever? And then once she said that, Luke Robert Hemmings comes straight out of the car, and I'm like, no, Cindy, Luke's right there. And he's like 5 feet away from us, pretty close. I'll put a picture of how close they were right here. Hopefully I remember. Luke comes out, and I wave. I'm the first one to wave to him. And he's like, oh my god, hi. And then he's like, hi guys. Like, he waved to me first, and I was shook. You know, I kept my cool because, you know, I'm trying to be calm around them. I'm not trying to be like a crazy fan, even though I am deep down inside. But I wave hi. They say, Luke says hi to all of us. There's probably about like 15 of us there now. And then Callum comes out and he waves hi to us. And then Michael comes out of the other side of the door. I was like, good morning guys. And we say, hi Michael, blah, blah, blah. So they didn't come out to meet us. So they went inside because they had an interview at 7:40, and it was basically 7:40. So they were practically late, but you know, it's okay. But then we noticed that Ashton wasn't with them. So we were like, wait, where's Ashton? So the 2 cars leave, then a few minutes later, Ashton comes. And he comes on like the curb of the sidewalk we're standing on. So it's a video of him. He comes out the car, and he's like, hey guys, sorry I'm late. he had a coffee in his hand, so we assumed that he had to go get a drink first before he came to the radio station. So then he was like, "Hi guys, sorry I gotta go inside," because he was pretty late, so it was basically past 7:40, so the show and their interview is probably gonna start later. So they all go inside and we're still waiting outside, and I download the iHeartRadio app so we can listen to their interview on Z100. So all the people that were there, we became friends with them, and we all huddled up to listen to the interview. They even mentioned us in their interview. We were shook, shook. They were like, "Yeah, we met some cool fans outside." And we were like, "Oh my god, that's us!" And then after it was done, we saw all 4 of their cars come back to where we were standing, and then one of them goes into the garage and parks there. And mind you, it's around like 8:30, something like that, and they had another show to go to at 8:45, and it was like a 20-minute drive from where we were now. So one of the people we became friends with was like, "Oh my god, I don't think they're gonna come out and meet us and take pictures because they're gonna be late to their next show. That's probably why the car's parked in there, so they can just go straight into the car." So we were like, "Oh my god, no, we want to meet them, like we want to take pictures, so like what are we gonna do?" A small group of us, me, Sydney, and I think about 2-3 other people were like, "Yo, you guys like cool with splitting an Uber to go to the next radio station they were gonna go to?" And we were like, "Yeah, I'm down to do that because I really want to meet them." So we were like, "Okay, if they don't come out here, then we're gonna go to the next place." So we waited it out to see what would happen when they came down after the Z100 interview. And once we made up the plan that we were gonna take an Uber if things didn't go right, one of the workers was like, "Yo guys, we gotta move back, we're gonna close the garage door." So we were like, "Yep, we're not gonna meet them, they're not gonna come out because they're gonna close the garage door, then they're gonna get straight into their car and then dip." We listened to them, we moved back, and then they closed the garage door, separating us from the car. We're like, "Okay, let's get this Uber. They're gonna leave right away and we're not gonna be able to meet them." So we're looking at someone's Uber app, and then we hear the garage door starting to open again. The garage door starts to open up very slowly. I'm telling you, it was like from a movie or something. And it's going up slowly, and I'm standing right in front of the garage door, and we're all just looking at it, watching it go up, because we were like, okay, the car's just gonna come out and leave. So we were just gonna try and wave bye to the car while it was leaving. But, you know, it's still going up slowly but surely. And I'm looking on the floor, like, you know, watching the thing go up, and I see Chelsea boots and some tight ass pants. And I'm like, wait a minute. That is not any of the security guards or any of the workers here. So what is that? And then it goes higher and higher, and then it hits me. Oh my god, I think that's one of them. I'm not exaggerating this. I literally look and I go, I literally gasped so loud. I'm like, okay, wait, Kayla, okay, stay calm. It might not be them. Stay calm. Don't get your hopes up. And then it's going up. And then you see someone holding a Starbucks coffee cup with black painted nails. And then we're like, oh my god, that's one of them. And then Luke comes out underneath from the garage door and was like, "Hi guys." Chuck! And then Ashton follows right behind him, and then we see on the other side with another group of people that Callum and Mike go over there. And Luke was standing right in front of me. He was so close to me. And the first thing I say to him was, "Oh my god, you're so tall," because I've never met them in my life, and they're literally like giants. I'm 5'5", and he looked like a whole tower. And Sydney is literally 5'1", 5'1.5", and all of them were literally like a whole body taller than her. Luke comes out, and he's standing right in front of me. Right here. And he was asking me, he was talking to me. I mean, I assume he was talking to me because he's looking at me, but he was talking to me saying like, "Oh, you guys came for the Backstreet Boys?" Or like, "Are you guys looking for the Backstreet Boys?" Because the Backstreet Boys were supposed to be coming after them for another radio interview. And I said to Luke, I was like, "Yeah, we came here for the Backstreet Boys, like we're waiting for them." Like joking around, being sarcastic. And then he laughs and then starts singing Backstreet Boys. The Backstreet Boys was my OG favorite boy band. Oh my god! And Luke just singing them to me, literally dreams come true. After that, I see that Ashton is standing next to Luke, and he's holding a whole new coffee. And I asked Ashton, "Hey Ashton, is that another coffee?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm really effing tired." And we all started laughing, and I was like, "Yeah, me too." And just like having a conversation with them was so cool. And then Luke was like, "Yeah guys, let's get some pictures." And we're like, "Okay." So then we start taking pictures. I let Sydney take a picture with Luke first. I also put her pictures in as well. And then she takes my picture. So she takes my phone and I hug Luke, and then well, first off I asked him if I could have a picture. I mean, obviously he was gonna take a picture with me, but you know, I had to make sure. So he was like, yeah, of course. And then he gives me a hug, and then we take our picture. And then Sydney, being the weirdo she is, she looks at me while I'm standing right next to Luke, was like, Kayla, he smells so good. And I'm like, Sydney, it's kind of right there. And then Luke starts laughing at us, and he was like, yeah, you smell good too. And Sydney started freaking out. She was like, oh, thank you. After that, I went to go find Ashton. I lost Sydney somehow. I don't know where she went, but I went over to Ashton. I was like, oh my god, Ashton, can I get a picture? And he was like, yeah, of course. And then he puts his arm around me. You can see in the picture. Then we smile, you know, we take a picture. And after that, I said, thank you, Ashton. He said, cheers, thanks for coming. I was like, cheers to you too, guys. Cheers to you too. After that, I tried to find Sydney again because I lost her somehow. I don't know where she went, but I found her and I'm like, Sydney, we got to go to Callum. So we go over to the other side where Callum's standing, and Callum's back is facing towards us because he's talking to one of his security guards. So Sydney goes up to him. Sydney's really short, so Callum's like this much taller than her. And then she goes, Callum, and taps him on the shoulder, and Callum turns around and he's like, oh, hi guys. And it was, oh. We asked, oh, can we get a picture? And he's like, yeah, of course. So I take one for Sydney, and then I'm like, can I have a picture too? And he's like, yeah. And then he puts his arm around me, and I take a picture with Callum. Okay, I was so nervous meeting Callum because if you guys don't know, Callum is my favorite, even though I love them all, but like Callum, he makes me feel some type of way. So after I took the picture, I legit don't remember what happened afterwards. I'm pretty sure I said thanks Callum and ran away because that's how nervous I was. Hopefully he didn't notice I was being really nervous because I could tell I was being really nervous. You also might be wondering, where's Michael? I technically did meet Michael. We said hi and stuff, like from afar, not up close, but he went straight into the car like after like he came out with the rest of them. Like he took a couple of pictures with fans and hugged a couple and talked to other people, but like he went straight into the car. I mean, I assume he wasn't feeling so well. I don't mind, like they're hardworking boys. I basically met him, so I'm okay with not taking a picture with him. So yeah, that is pretty much how me, Kayla Santos, met 5 seconds of freaking summer. Shock! Yeah, that's how we met 5 Sauce. So after that, they had to leave because they were already late. They're at a nice radio station, and I like, 5 Sauce, if you're watching this, you're probably not. Shout out to you for being the nicest people I've ever met, especially because you were gonna be late to a whole interview, but you still came out and met us, and I'll be forever grateful for that because it was the best day of my life meeting you guys, and I still can't get over it. I'm just in love with them. I'm in love with them. They're literally my favorite people in this whole world, and I never thought I would ever get to meet them, but here I am, and I met them! Also, shout out to Paul because I remember the day before I was gonna go to New York, I was telling Paul, I'm not gonna meet them. Like, this is impossible. I'm never gonna meet them, so like, why am I getting my hopes up? And I was being such a pessimist. I'm looking back at him like, wow, I'm so annoying. And Paul was like, yeah, just be optimistic. Like, you have a really big chance of meeting them. Like, they're literally gonna be there. And I was just telling Paul, like, no, it's not gonna happen. Like, no, shut up. But Paul believed in me, and I did it. Thanks, Paul, for always believing in me. Because
I got you, Gayla. I got you.
Hold on, I need a whole segment right here about the album. Sorry that I didn't react to it because, one, it's been 2.5 years since we got like a full album for 5 Sauce, so I really wanted to listen to Youngblood like on my own. But I will give you a review of the album and what I think about it. Hi guys, it's Kayla editing right now, and I kind of have lipstick on my teeth in these last few clips, but you know what, just don't mind it, you know. Youngblood by 5 Seconds of Summer is the best album I've ever listened to. I've never ever in my life listened to an album where I liked every single one of the songs until I listened to Youngblood. Like, each song has its own different vibe that you can't compare each one to each other, so that's why I love each and every one of them. I'm so proud of 5 Sauce for releasing such a banger. Each song, wow, bop.
I agree.
Oh my god, it was so good. If you don't listen to 5 Sauce, please just give Youngblood a listen. It's so good. Like, you have no idea. It's literally so good. I am so proud of 5 Sauce for releasing a great album after 2.5 years. They literally worked their asses off to release this album, and It's literally amazing, and they have grown up so much and their sound has changed and they evolved into a band that I am happy that they have become. I am still here, I am still a stan, I am still part of the 5 Sauce fam, and I'm never leaving because this is literally my life. This is my favorite part of my life, is being a fan of 5 Sauce, and I can't wait to see what happens in the future for 5 Sauce and what they release. But yes, everyone buy Youngblood, please. Stream it, buy it, just get 5 Sauce up there because they deserve it. So yeah, that's my little review on Youngblood. And that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed my little story time on how I met 5 Sauce. I still can't believe it actually happened. But yeah, if you did enjoy, give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the PJK and hit that notification bell to see when we post next. Hopefully we will actually post next. And sorry Jackie or Paul isn't physically in this video, even though Paul's voice is in it.
Yeah, I'm right here, guys.
Jackie is unfortunately not here because she is sick and she actually is working now. Send love to Jackie. Yeah. She is really sick right now. Love you, Jackie. But yeah, until next time, the PJK out. Bye guys! 5 Sauce, if you're watching this, I love you. Youngblood is so good. I love you. Youngblood, everyone stream. Buy Youngblood, please. Thank you. Bye! It's gonna be the new thumbnail. Instead of I'm a mess, I'm shook.
I'm shook.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. You don't know California. Woo! Shook. Literally so much. I keep saying literally. Kayla, stop saying literally. June 15th, 2018. Oh yeah.